Tipping with the Doctor. I am your host, Dr. Jacqueline Brooks, and I am coming to you live from North Florida, where the weather has been just a little bit of chilly here today, but it's not too bad. I don't have to put on a heavy coat or anything. So, what's the weather like in your neighborhood? Welcome, welcome, welcome to our Meaningful Monday, where we will get meaningful tips on how you can maybe further satisfy your life. So today I have two topics. One is a little short. Now, one is about that student loan update. Now, I know a lot of you are waiting to get that email saying that your loan has been paid off or that $10,000 you have been approved to get a reduction of $10,000 or a reduction of $20,000. Well, I did my little research and it says that the emails have started going out and they will continue to go out. However, what was originally stated by January that we should get this reduction done for our loans, it shows now that there's a halt, right? And that's because of lawsuits that are out there. Why are they suing about this? I don't know. But there are lawsuits out there stating that they don't want this to go through. All right. I know President Biden has signed off on it, but there are a couple of states that are trying to say, no, don't let this happen. And now they're taking it to higher levels, and we have to wait and see what's going to happen. So if you got your information in by mid of November, you're good. Now we're just playing that waiting game, right? Right. Play the waiting game. Okay. So that's my little nugget about the student loans. Well, I'm also going to share something with you that hopefully you can think about it when you shop. And because I want you to think about your health, and this is coming from Nutrition USA. Okay. So, sometimes we do buy or may buy canned foods, all right? Especially when you think of hurricanes and different things going on, and they tell you to buy these types of foods so you can keep them longer. Well, the these are the eight, they say, the worst canned foods you could ever buy. Okay, so some are okay, they say, but do not buy canned pre-cooked pasta. So what might that be? What about a can of spaghetti? Or those noodles, or that come in a can, that those are some things that you should not buy. It's not good for your body, even though it may taste a little good, but they say they are packed with sugar. And we know that sugar is bad for us, and sugar causes inflammation and all the different things that can happen. They say you should really even make your own tomato sauce at home. It will be healthier for you, and you'll get more nutrients and vitamin C. So, one thing you need to leave alone is the canned cooked pasta. All right. Now, another thing they said is, some things can lead to cancer, and we don't want that. Now, number two on the list is canned white tuna. White tuna now. They're not saying the dark tuna, but the canned white tuna. And if you want to make tuna fish or tuna salad, really most of the time you're going to pick it up at a can, right? All right. Well, they say one alternative is to use salmon, okay? Because say most tuna or salmons, depend on your appetite, they've been cooked already, okay? Canned tuna is, well, not good for us. So they're saying the white canned tuna, all right? Not all canned tuna is good for you. So some may be okay, but leave the white tuna or albacore. And do you know the taste is different for albacore? Albacore tastes better out of the can. It's more expensive, but they say leave the white tuna or albacore alone. The most dangerous ones are white tuna or albacore, and they have a high percent of mercury levels in it. Okay, so that's why you want to leave the white tuna alone or the albacore tuna alone. Now, number three on the list is that canned soup with high sodium. That salt, 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 salt. So if your soup, your canned soup has high sodium and fat content, leave it there in the store. You know it hurts you. The sodium can raise your blood pressure, different things are going on with your body. So you want to leave that fat. Those canned soups that are very, and a lot of the cans, well, I won't say a lot. There are some canned soups that really are very salty. So that you want to leave alone, okay? Vegetables canned in brine. Now, they say some of the nutrients and flavor, they give them the color that they have when they're packed in brine, and especially ones that have been peeled. So if you're going to pick up a can of vegetables, make sure it is not canned in brine. All right. So we're talking about these things that we need to stay away from. The canned, certain canned foods. Baked beans. How else can you get them? I guess you have to make them yourself. Really, really, really. Now, baked beans, they say, might be one of the poorest choices when it comes to canned food. Now, they say, because they usually have saturated fats, lots of added sugar. That's true. And preservatives. So, if you really want baked beans, go to the homemade, go make it home, make homemade baked beans, all right? And that you will have to do. Now, baked beans, wow, wow. But that's true. They are usually really, truly packed in sugar. That's definitely so. But sometimes the vegetarian beans aren't. So you start looking at some of the things that the vegetarian beans are baked beans, but they're just not seasoned with pork. So you want to look at those things, and the sugar part may be less, but there's still the preservatives in there. Now, canned fruit packed in syrup. What do we have? Canned fruit packed in syrup. You can have, yep, some of your pears. And that syrup is usually really sweet. Just think all canned fruits to look at them and see which ones do you really have to have it canned, or can you just buy the fruit whole? You can buy the fruit whole, slice it up, chill it, and then you have your cool canned, not canned fruit, but your cool fresh fruit. You can do that. You don't have to add the syrup to it. You don't have to add the preservatives to it, and you're getting something better for yourself. Okay, so we're gonna leave those canned fruits that are have syrup in them alone. Canned sausages, leave those alone too. What do you think of when I see canned sausages? I'm sorry, I think of Vienna. So I don't know. I don't usually like them anyway, so that is not hard for me to do. But they say they made the best hot dogs, those canned sausages. They are processed foods, contain a lot of salt, and they're smoked to improve their taste. So some of these things called easily transform into carcinogens. And when it comes absorbed in our body, might be the reason why processed meats are associated with a risk of what? Cancer or diabetes. So you want to think about that before you continue with your canned sausages. Now, number 8, they're just really getting me, canned whole chicken, right? Yep, 50 ounce can of sweet Sioux chicken. Now, this is what they're saying. A 50-ounce can of sweet Sioux chicken without giblets does exist. So, a whole cooked small chicken is in that particular can. You can just say serve it cold or directly from the can, and you can reheat it in a bit of a sauce, but the chicken may fall to pieces when you try to get it out of the can. And they say the flavor can be it tastes a little bit like the metal in it, right? Well, sometimes this seems really easy to make a quick dish and it has better flavor, but they suggest you do what? What do you think is suggested? Cut that chicken up, and that's what we do sometimes in our home. I'll say that we might get a rotisserie chicken and just shred it, slice it up, shred it, or whatever, and make chicken salad that way. I know it may take a little more time, but did you believe sometimes on special days you can get a whole rotisserie chicken on special for maybe $6.99, sometimes $4.99, $5.99. And just think on those days, if you were to purchase that chicken, that's a whole lot of meat that you're cutting up or to make your chicken salad. So that's an alternative because canned chicken is kind of expensive also. So I shared with you some tips and hope you can take advantage of them. So thanks for joining me, and please join us again on Thursday, a Thrilling Thrifty Thursday, where we learn how to, I don't know if I'm going to do it this Thursday. I just remember it's Thanksgiving. Let's give him Thanksgiving, 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 thanks. So maybe I'll meet you again next week, Monday. And I don't know, maybe I can squeeze in some tips on saving $1. Well, actually, I talked a little bit about financing today also with talking about the student loan. So we talked about student loan, we talked about nutrition. So please remember, what you do today creates your yesterday, today, and your tomorrow. Choose wisely. See you next time.